What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm right here. Hello. If you have not been keeping up with the keep up, I am decluttering my whole house KonMari style-ish. I'm going through everything. I'm only keeping the shit that brings me joy. So now, today, we are moving on to my makeup collection. I'll be filming some declutters, some organization and cleaning as I go, but it's going to be primarily focused on like beauty stuff, like reorganizing bathrooms, my closet, things like that. The general theme here, the miscellaneous stuff, is on my Instagram stories and in a highlight if you're interested. So the makeup declutterers, they're going to be pre-filmed and shot in like different categories. There are going to be other videos coming that aren't like specific makeup categories, but these videos are going to go up periodically over the next few months, so make sure to subscribe to see more and be notified of when the next one goes live. Just a little disclaimer here, this is my own personal declutter journey and lifestyle change. I'm not trying to get to like a minimalist collection. I'm just trying to make sure I genuinely love everything that I have. I don't anticipate these being cutthroat declutters, so if you're looking for that, I do recommend searching elsewhere. These are more so for my own mental walkthroughs so I can look back on them and because they were requested. So please keep the comment section positive, and remember, there's no magic number that I'm trying to hit. This is more of a lifestyle change for me, not just dumping my entire collection. So having said that, let's jump into this and get rid of some makeup. Today we are doing my, okay, so this is from my concealer drawer. This is from my powder drawer. Today we're doing color correctors, concealers, eye primers, and powders. I do have a little bit more than this in my weekly makeup basket, and then also in like my project pan basket, which I'm going to do a whole video decluttering my project pan basket, because as of right now, a lot of that, some of that stuff is in there because I can't fit it in my regular collection. I plan on reorganizing after this as well, so if you'd like to see a reorganizing video, let me know down below. But I'm going to go back through the project pan basket, declutter that basket out, and then reorganize my collection, see what I can fit in there, see if I still need to have a project pan basket, things like that. So let us begin. We're gonna start with, I guess, with the concealers. And yes, there's a stain here. It's from eyeshadow. There's nothing I can do. Okay, so I guess we're gonna start with color correctors, and I'm not gonna like reorganize this as I go because, like I said, I'm gonna do a full reorganizing video because I want to like redo my drawers and things like that. So color correctors, I don't have very many, and this once again also does not include my weekly makeup basket. I was gonna bring my weekly makeup basket over here, but for these particular categories, I'm keeping everything that I'm currently using in my weekly makeup basket, so let's jump into it. This is the Fiona Styles Full Cover Perfect Finish Concealer in Peach Corrector. Honestly, I really like this one. My only concern, I don't know how I'm gonna test it because my damn nails. This one does bring me joy though. I like this one, and I also really like the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. They're very similar products, so I'm gonna be keeping both of those. And then I've got two of the Urban Decay and Naked Skin color correcting fluids. I've got peach and yellow. Honestly, these are like almost empty. I really like the peach one, and I really like the yellow one. This is where it gets difficult for me. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna keep these. I just used this one, I'm gonna keep this, but this Smashbox one, this color correcting stick in Get Less Red, it really just annoys me that it's a stick. So this, I'm gonna go ahead and pass along. Okay, we're off to kind of a shittier start, but that's cool because we can make it through. I kind of did a little thing. So first of all, I'm gonna go with the things that I absolutely know for sure. This Nude Stick concealer pencil in light. I just used this. I go through it so fast. I have to resharpen it every time I use it, and it just doesn't bring me joy anymore. So even though it's almost empty, this is going to go. I zoomed you guys in a little bit, so hopefully that kind of helps here. Okay. Oh my goodness. These, I've got two of the Fenty Beauty Match Sticks, matte skin sticks in linen. I actually really like these, and I just got these, and I do plan on keeping those. This one's tough for me because I have a really weird thing with concealers. This Flesh Correct and Cover, honestly, I haven't used it that much, but like this tip is already pretty hard, which freaks me out. And this is just super like dry almost. And yeah, so this one I'm gonna go ahead and pass along. This is the Julep Perkit Under Eye Treatment Brightener. This one I've literally never used. Why? I like these little sponge tips that like that Maybelline concealer had, honestly, and this looks pretty nice, but does it like excite me? Honestly, that looks really cool. I feel like that'd be like a really good shade for under my eyes. Okay, I'm gonna keep that one. The Hey Honey Trick and Treat Concealer. I do really like this concealer, honestly. It's just super thick, and I think that's like what I have an issue with because I don't like just that type of thickness. So this one I'm gonna go ahead and pass along. Cosmetics Perfect Lighting Concealer. I also just used this. I don't like the clicking mechanism of this. Like, it takes forever. It just kind of irks me. So this I'm gonna go ahead and pass along, which kind of makes me sad because y'all know how I feel about IT Cosmetics. Honestly, concealers are so difficult for me because I'm such a concealer junkie. The Too Faced concealers, I've got both Born This Ways, like the newer packaging and the older packaging. Actually, I've got two of them. What shades are these? Fair, Fairest, and Swan. I'm gonna keep these because I really like that concealer. This one is brand new, the Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer. I haven't even tried it yet, so I'm gonna hang on to that because I would like to try it. The Juvia's Place, I think this is like the Magic Concealer. This tip applicator is huge. I have not gotten to play around with this very much, and I do want to, so I'm gonna keep that one. I love the packaging of these, like just this big chunky packaging. I love that. Speaking of big chunky packaging, the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. This is in light peach. I love this. I'm keeping that one. I've got two Tarte concealers. I also have another one that I'm currently using in this week's weekly makeup basket. I'm gonna keep both of these though. The Hydro Sealer I have not gotten a chance to play around with, and the Creaseless Concealer I really like, so those are staying. The First Aid Beauty Hello Fab Avocado Bending Concealer is one of my favorites, so I'm definitely keeping that. These Morphe concealers, I have C1.25 and C1.55. This is like almost white, and I'm keeping both of these because these are actually really good concealers. UOMA Stay Woke Concealer. The Urban Decay Stay Naked I really liked as well. This is the Perricone MD No Makeup Concealer. This one I haven't gotten a chance to play around with much either, so I'm going to hang on to that one. The Laura Geller Baked Radiance Cream Concealer in Porcelain. This I really do like. It's very thin for being like a cream. You know what I mean? This one I'm going to hang on to. And now we're getting into the ones where I'm kind of iffy about. The Milani Conceal and Perfect. This is fairly new to my collection. Oh my god, I'm telling you, I'm going to have the hardest time with concealers. Marcel Flawless. This one, I don't know. I'm not a big like Marcel brand person. I've tried their stuff. It's pretty good, but it just doesn't excite me. I'm not excited to use it. So that one I'm gonna go ahead and pass on. The Smashbox Studio Skin Flawless, I love. The Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer, I love. This Kaja one is brand new. I have not tried it yet, so I'm definitely gonna hang on to that. The CoverGirl Clean Fresh Hydrating Concealers are really weird. They're almost like separating, but they're like brand new. And I don't know why they would be separating so soon. Like, I just got these. But it kind of weirds me out, and it honestly makes it to where I don't want to use these. So I'm gonna pass along both of those. And then the Lottie London Got It Covered. I've used this before. I like it. It's really nice, but the concealer, because it's like a squeeze tube, gets super gunked up super fast. So this one I'm also gonna pass along. Declutter check. It's not the greatest, but it's something at least, and at least we know that I do relatively well at picking out concealers, I think. I definitely like the tubes with the wands more, and these like stick clicky tubes, I probably don't need to purchase anymore because I don't like those. Same with like the tubes. I'm not a big fan of concealers that come in tubes. I like the wands. So that is really good to know. Learning about myself. Next up, we've got eye bases. So this is any type of eye primer or like shadow stick or whatever that I can use as a base. And let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm gonna start with this one. This is the Marc Jacobs Undercover Perfecting Coconut Eye Primer. I really do like this eye primer. It's great. However, the lid is cracking and that just irks me to no end. So this one I'm gonna go ahead and pass along. The Balm Priming is Everything Neutral Eyeshadow Primer. I don't like this. It's such a dry formula. I've had it in a palette too, and I ended up decluttering that palette. So I'm gonna pass this one along. And I think I'm gonna take a page out of Jam Beauty's book Jessica Braun's book, and I'm going to pick things that I would buy again. So the Urban Decay Anti-Aging Eyeshadow Primer Potion, I love this. I'm definitely keeping that. The Fenty Beauty Pro Filter, I just tried this for the first time, definitely keeping that. The Morphe Eyelid Primer, I actually really like. I'm definitely going to keep that. The Hair Atelier Eye Primer, I really do like this, but I've already taken the stopper out, and it's starting to get a little like pilly, like it's pilling up a little bit. So this one I'm going to go ahead and pass along. But I love the primer. It's such a good primer. The Too Faced Shadow Insurance, I love this. Like, this is such an OG primer. My only concern is I feel like this one might be a little bit old, but it still seems okay, so I'm going to keep it for now. Same with the Tarte Shape Tape Eye Primer. I just started using this one, and it's fantastic, so I'm going to keep that. Oh, and the Cargo HD, I love that. I'm going to keep that. Okay, so now we're down to this stuff. Oh, this is that CoverGirl Queen Cream Shadow Stick, the True Naked one. For sure, I'm keeping this one. The CoverGirl Lid Lock Eyeshadow Primer. This one I really do like, but once again, I took the stopper out, and it started to turn a little bit. So I feel like once I take the stopper out of things, I'm going to have to start focusing on them, like, exclusively. But this one I'm going to go ahead and pass along. Oops. And I will say, like, the face products are much more difficult for me. Like, I feel like I'm going to do much better when it comes to, like, lips and eyes, but I guess we'll have to see. The Zoeva Eyeshadow Fix Matte Longwear. I feel like I just got this in, like, a boxy charm. And I don't think that I've played around with it enough to, like, really know, but the formula seems pretty good. So I'm going to hang on to that one. Urban Decay, this is the eyeshadow primer potion in Sin. I love the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potions, but I don't like these colorful bases like that. You know what I mean? Like, I just want a plain base, and this one, as much as I love Urban Decay, this one does not bring me joy. So that's gonna go. I've got a couple of the Nude Sticks Magnetic Matte Eye Colors. These, I've got Copper Foil, Desert Sun, and then La Isla. So I think all of these are really beautiful, and I think that they're really gorgeous for, like, this would make such a pretty eye look. Maybe I'll try these out on their own. I don't know, but when am I ever going to use shadow sticks? Like, no, okay. As much as this pains me to say, I'm going to pass all three of these on because I just don't honestly ever see myself reaching for them. The only one I think that I might be interested in is Desert Sun, but that's really dark and it's really thick. So realistically speaking, these are all three going to go. Okay, Pretty Vulgar. This is the eyeshadow primer. I have not tried this one yet, so I'm going to hang on to that so I can try it. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Color Chameleon Champagne Diamonds. Honestly, this one I really do like. It is that, like, shimmer color, but it's more like of a nude shade for me instead of being a pink, and I really do like this one, so I'm gonna keep that one. This is the Tarte Lid Lock Eye Base in Buff. I just bought this. It has never been touched. I'm going to hang on to this. And then, you guys, these are three brand new NYX Jumbo Eye Pencils. I've got Cottage Cheese, Milk, and Cashmere. I remember purchasing these, and I was like, I'm gonna pick out, like, you know, neutral shades so I can use them for a variety of things. I will say I'm gonna keep Milk because this is like a holy grail. These both have shimmer in them though, and like I feel like we've all come a long way from like NYX Jumbo pencils, so I'm gonna pass both of these along. Okay, so this is what I'm keeping. It's not the greatest, but I'm still pretty proud of myself because I got rid of some stuff that, like, I didn't even know I wasn't a big fan of. But now we're gonna take a look at the powders. Once again, this is not all of them. Same rules apply as before. Some of them are just in like my project pan bin or what have you. Most of my loose powders are. I only have a few loose powders in this drawer because most of them won't fit. So let's see if we can change that. You guys have to remember, like, this is probably going to be one of the videos that I struggle the most with because I really do, like, I am a huge concealer, powder, and foundation junkie. So I really do use most of them. So it's just something to keep in mind. This is definitely going to be one of the harder ones for me as far as, you know, finding things that I don't really enjoy because so many of these I enjoy. So first of all, I'm going to pick things that I would absolutely purchase again. The Balm Sexy Mama, I have two of these. One of them is almost gone. I would definitely purchase these again though. This is an amazing translucent powder. I'm going to keep both of the ones that I have. The Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Setting Powder. This is also what I'm currently using in my weekly makeup basket, and I also have 2 of them. I'm keeping that. And another issue for me is I go through powders so quickly. I really need, like, it gets expensive, you guys. It gets expensive. The Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. I'm definitely keeping. This is a beautiful, beautiful powder. I love it. The Too Faced Born This Way. I'm definitely keeping. I just got this. I haven't gotten a chance to use it yet, but this is a repurchase, and I know that I love this powder, so that one's staying. This is a Too Faced Primed and Poreless. Honestly, it's not glued down, and I could glue it down, but I keep saying I'm going to, and I haven't yet. And okay, I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna glue it down, I swear. I really like it. It's such a good powder. The ColourPop No Filter Sheer Press Powder. This one can go. This gets hard pan super fast. I've tried a few of the ColourPop like face products. Honestly, I love ColourPop, but I have not been impressed with their face products. They just don't work for my skin, so that one's going to go. These Cover FX ones I actually just got. This is the blurring powder, and then this is the pressed mineral foundation. I just got these. I have not gotten a chance to use them yet, so I'm going to hang on to those because I want to try them. Pixie by Petra Color Correcting Powder Foundation in Cream. I have not played around with this too much, but I do like it based on what I have tried, so we're gonna give it a go. We're gonna see how we like it. The Too Faced It's Bananas Setting Powder. I just used this in a weekly makeup basket. I freaking love it. I'm definitely keeping that one. The e.l.f. Sheer Tint Finishing Powder, honestly, I like a lot more than I thought that I was going to. I've almost hit pan in this, so I am gonna hang on to this because I know I'm gonna use that. The Catrice Prime and Fine mattifying powders. I've got 2 of them. Honestly, it is a really good powder. I have hit pan. I'm not the biggest fan of like mattifying powders though. I don't know, like they're okay. These are my favorite that I found because they aren't like stark white even though they're transparent. I am gonna hang on to these, but in the future I don't think I'm gonna purchase like mattifying powders. I might be thinking of something else, I don't know. I have 2 CoverGirl Clean Fresh powders. These were both purchased by accident. Obviously one is much darker than the other. This is light, believe it or not, and this one is fair. I have used both of these. They are fantastic. I love this entire Clean Fresh line that CoverGirl has, so I am going to keep both of these. But speaking of CoverGirl, I also have a few of their other powders. This is the CoverGirl Clean Matte in Classic Ivory. I really do like this powder. It's a great powder. I also have the Clean in Classic Ivory, also a good powder. And then I've got CoverGirl Outlast All Day in Fair to Light, which is a good powder. Here's the thing. I love all of these powders so much, but they're very old. This one has a really hard time with hard pan, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass this one along. These 2 I'm really honestly torn about because I really like them, but they are getting old. So I'm gonna hang on to them for now, but I really need to focus on using them up. The Ciate London Watermelon Burst Setting Powder. This one, I really like the scent of it, but it's really white. And while I did enjoy using it as a setting powder, the white thing, like just how stark ass white it is, freaks me out, and I'm gonna pass that one along. My IT Cosmetics powders, you guys. So I've got Bye Bye Pores Press, Bye Bye Pores Illumination, and then Your Skin But Better. I'm keeping all of these. These are my absolute favorite powders. These are my holy grail powders, and I'm keeping them. I've got a couple of brand new NYX powders. I've got the NYX No Filter Finishing Powder in Porcelain, and then this is the finishing powder in Banana. I don't know if I have any other banana powders, so I'm gonna keep this. I might come back to this though if I've got other banana powders because this isn't my favorite one. I just can't remember if I have any in my Project Pan basket. The No Filter powder I'm actually really interested to try because it's like a baked powder, so I'm gonna keep that one. And then, okay, so these 2. This is a Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Setting Powder in Vanilla. These were in the drawer instead of the Project Pan basket because these are 2 of my favorites, so those are staying. This is the Becca Soft Light Blurring Powder in Golden Hour. I really liked that one that Becca had. I'm gonna keep this one for right now. And then I also have 2 Huda Beauty Easy Bake loose powders. I just got these. I'm definitely gonna keep them. I've got Cupcake and Sugar Cookie. Sugar Cookie is like the white ash translucent powder that I would use for baking. And then Cupcake is more like my skin tone. But I'm gonna keep both of these. Okay, it is what it is. I figured, honestly, that this category wouldn't be the best. I know that when I go into my project pan basket, I've got a bunch of loose powders in there and I'm more apt to get rid of some of those. But my powder, you guys, is one of my favorite things and I go through it so fast. So I'm really happy though, because I honestly didn't expect to get rid of 3. So go me. But this is what we are getting rid of from these 2 categories. It's not much, but it's an honest day's work and I'm pretty happy with my progress because I genuinely love everything that I have in my collection for these 2 categories now. So yay! Thank you guys so much for joining me today. A new declutter video will be coming soon, so make sure you are subscribed. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. I will catch you next time. Have a great one. Bye!